Hi, this is I Got No Time, letter C. And good news, although this one is hard, the letter F is exactly the same except for one chain of octave and I can't remember where. So yes, that's good when something's hard. Okay, I'm gonna start with right hand first 4 bars. We had done, and now we arrived at a C minor chord on G. So that's G, C, E flat, G. Feel free to do the finger 3 here if you want. I use 4 because of C, D, and then the chord right after. Then D, E flat, and the G minor chord, G, B flat, D, G. So this first bar is. Second bar, and we got B quavers, B flat, G, E flat, G, D, B flat, back to C. Second bar again. Okay, now this one starts the same, so bar 3. But now it goes to octaves, E flat, G, and that's an E flat chord. G, B flat, E flat, G. And it is tight, sorry, but I have a really sore throat. So bar 3 is hold for one more, okay? Fourth bar after this crotchet, which is held, we go to G down from the middle, B flat, E flat, G, so that's an E flat chord. Now the same but on 5 notes, so that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and arrive at octave G, okay? And then A flat chord on A and double octave, the octave, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, and we tie it for the next. Okie dokie. So, first 4 bars. Okay, that's your first phrase, 4 bars, left hand, so it's on the very lowest octave. See, I don't think my pinky is visible, it's right there at the edge. And then goes finger 5 to C, bass C, G, B, E flat, back to, G, E flat, back to C, G, B, D. Ugh. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now we go to G. That's bar 2, G lowest octave. Okay. Second bar, G lowest octave, 1.5 beats as well. Finger 5 to D, G, B, E, G, E flat, D, G, and we go to A flat octave. So C is the bass, then G, then the A, then the E flat. Okay, but let me go from bar 2. A flat. Okay. So this part is the same as the first, except the first had a C. And then on the third, it will be the same as the first. A flat now, C, G with E flat, C, G with D, and E flat. Here, we now have an octave E natural. I'm doing it like this. I may want to change my mind when I go to the pace that I'm supposed to. So E flat, the lowest octave, E natural. I'm doing 1, 5, then putting a 2 where the 1 is, back to E flat octave, back to E. So I'm just rotating over. Okay, you see? 1 goes to 2, then I have the fingers ready, 5 goes to 2, and I can go back down. But because this is so fast, I probably don't have time for that. I don't know. Because the thing is, this kind of movement on a fast pace sometimes makes your fingers kind of bounce back. The key bounces back on your finger. So left hand first 4 bars. C, 2. To G for 1.5. A flat for 1.5. to join this. Okay. It's not very hard to join here. So, together, right, together, together, left, together, right. And I won't say anything by one. Bar two is exactly the same. Has a few more quavers. Together, right, together, 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 right, A. Without saying it, because that's even harder. Bar three. Together, right, together, 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 right, left on its own when we arrive, because this one was held. So bar three. No, this is C minor. It's pretty cool. Bar four. So we had this one tied from the last quaver of bar three. 1 together, 2, 3, 4, quaver and F. That's so cool. Alright, I'm going to do the first phrase, not very fast because I can't, well. Start to be a little more complicated here, but the first two bars are still doable. I have a little problem with, I have some beef with bar three, but that's okay. The second phrase. So this time I'm starting with the left. So F for 1.5, then F and A flat chord, A flat C, E flat. Now we go F C A flat, and that's a 2 semiquavers quaver. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, E flat, okay, 2. The second one we have E flat, so we started on low E flat, we have E flat, G, E flat, and the same toccata but on G, E flat, B, and then we go to D, right, so that's E flat. Inverted, bars 1 and 2. Now D. Left hand after this octave D will have D and the rest of the D diminished chord, F, A flat, D. Bum, bum. Now D, A flat, F, and G. That's the beginning of 4. 2 and 3, 4, 1 without counting, so you can hear that it is a diminished chord. Right? Now the last one for this phrase is G and then G, C, D, G, C, D, G, D. Now with B going down. Stop on G. So going up we have C minor. G, C with the second D. Going down, we have the G major. Okay? And now it'll be octave, the lowest octave C. The whole of the second phrase, left hand. I forgot the D going up. Okay, the right hand. So we had stopped on an A flat chord. Now I'm going to use this E flat in the middle. E, F, and G octave, and then E flat octave with A flat in the middle. B flat, C, and E flat chord, A flat, G, B, and that again is held. So it's not that easy. Yes, I'm going to start from the two quavers before. Okay, also not the hardest, but there's a lot going on. Now we tie it to a semiquaver, then we have A flat, B flat, D, B, E flat, D, G, C, octave B flat, octave G, D, E flat, and the diminished chord, but on E flat, and we arrive at the third bar. So 2, 3, and 4. I'm probably not going to do this legato, it's very hard. So I'm probably going to just like, okay. So now after this occupies 1B, we go to a high E flat, then F minor chord, F, A flat, C, bottom, again the B flat, G, E flat, D with 4, octave E flat, C, G, D, B, that's G major, okay? This is already the fourth, so the third was 1. And this is the beginning of fourth, okay? E flat, C, G, D, B, G octave, F, I think, yeah, it's the C chord on G minor. Okay, hold the right hand, I'll start one beat before the actual second phrase. Just kidding. All right, starting together. I'll start from the upbeat before. It's not a real upbeat, but makes more sense because of the tie. Join, left, right, together. The rhythmically is a little bit here, so let's assume we're here. Just repeat it. It was accurate this time. Now E flat. Again, this was accurate, so I'm just going to do the two of them. I'm starting on the A flat. There was no reason to not get this right. Now that's G. I think G is where I'm feeling it hard, okay? Hope you understood this one. Let me do it again. This one is, for me, the hardest. I apparently don't agree with the diminished chord. And now the last one. Okay, do this one again. Remember, you go up with one chord, although a lot of the notes are common, the G and the D. No, that was an F. with bar 4. It's remembering what notes I have in the left chord. Yeah, easy enough because it's on its own. Okay, moving on. Third phrase, a little less intense because we have a lot of repetition here. So this we had before. I don't know if exactly the same. Yeah, but it was very much alike. So C and then G, C, C, G flat, C. It's just the thing is it's all quavers now. G, B flat, D, G, E flat, D, G, D, and of course A flat, G, C, G, E flat, G, D, E flat, the same, E natural, B, E flat, E natural, and go to F. I'm going to do that without commenting. This is the third phrase. Left hand, obviously. All right. Now, the part where it will be hard is that we have 5 against 2, but we've done worse. So, starts on this chord, which is a C minor chord without the E flat, which is coming right up. So, in theory, we would hold it for 3 counts, but we really can't because we have a lot to do. E flat, C, G, E flat, C, G, C. So that's a C minor chord coming down, and a C minor chord going up, but 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had that before, right? Yeah, only different chord. If you want to really be precise about that, put a metronome. Let me do that at 72, which is what we were doing. No. Da, 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 da. Okay. So you aim for that G. Daga, 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 pop. You think about where you want to land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Okay, instead of counting the 5, think about the G, the 4th count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's a B flat, D, B flat, so that's a G minor. G, D, B flat, G, D, B flat, D. Again 5, D flat, B flat, D. Turn to thumb because we really don't have much choice. G, B flat, D, F by 2. Sorry. And E flat with G. The first 2. E flat. Now no more 5s. You have the full E flat chord. B flat, G, E flat, G, E. I'm putting a 3 here. G, E flat, B flat, E flat. Turn to thumb. G, B flat. Octave E flat, octave C, and B flat with G in the middle, okay? And that's a tie. So from the E flat, okay? And this one, the last one starts tied, so B flat, G, B flat, and then G, the B flat, G, no, G, the B flat, E flat, G for 2 counts, A and F. Let me do 3 and 4. Count 2 crotches, A flat and F. All right, the whole right hand phrase, phrase 3. A flat and F. And here we go, joining. This is probably where you have to think the most because you have 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, once only, but it'll be confusing enough. Okay? Because left hand, I'm just doing, if you remember, so I have 5 there. But the left hand is imperturbable, so that's okay. Got it? I hope you did. Maybe I'm not doing it very right, but you get the idea. There's 5 here, there's 2 here, so you got, they don't match. They match on the first, 2, 3 left, right, and they match on the next one, okay? And they got somehow to be identical to one another. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 1, 2. Of course, this fast won't be a problem. My left hand slipped, which you probably noticed. Now, the second one is the same rhythmically. It's a bit messy, but it's this. Okay, don't pay too much attention. You will eventually get it right. There are a few videos with phrases and ways to do these polyrhythms. So if you're feeling, I can't do this, go watch them. Now the next one is much simpler rhythmically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 to each, 2 to each, and together, left, right, together. Hold A flat and land on F. Okay, so the slightly wonky part is the 5 against 2. Here. And here. Here is normal, so to say. And land on F, both hands. Last phrase for the C. Okay, left hand first. Octave F, then F with the A flat chord, F, C, A flat, E. Is this the same as before? E, yes it is. This is G, and it was before, and this is the same. So it's just here that's different on the fourth. All this is like the second phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Louds on G, but now we have D, G, B, and D. B, D, B, G, D, G. I hate saying those names. Because by the way, if you don't know that, we don't really read the notes. We see the distance between them or figure out who they are in the scale. And not on a lonely bass C. The whole of this fourth phrase, left hand. Right hand, octave F for 1.5, then E, D, semiquavers and A flat chords. A flat, C, E flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. On the next one, you keep the E flat, add G and B flat, and keep it until nearly the end of the bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 3.5. 2, 3, 4, C with finger 3, because now we have F minor 7th, F, A flat, E flat, octave F, and G chord inverted. Could be a 4 or could be a 3. D, G, B, D. Okay, so that's boo, 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 octave, and G chord. Now octave G, G, A flat, and we're back on the theme. To letter D. So let me do this phrase. 1, 2. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, A flat. Of course, it's not this low, but I can't play faster. I can't explain faster. Hands together, fourth race. Together, together, together. This is the least hard of them, I think. Or at least, well, I don't know. I think so. Sorry, I smashed that G with an A. Okay. Because it's hard for me to turn the page, I don't have my pedal here. I'll just do these two phrases first. It was correct. The other two phrases. So the beginning of C, if I can turn the page, I will. If I can't, I won't. Okay, I would not be able at this point to do this at 72, which is, as you know, super, super slow, but I would get all entangled because just only read it or only figured out how to do that. But half, or nearly half, would be... I need my hand to turn. is tough now, but last week I thought this one. I don't know, so it's all relative to what you know already or don't. So, one advice, don't stay too long doing it slow, but do work with the metronome. I don't know if you noticed because I was messing up so badly. You don't quite notice that it's 5 against 2 when you're going faster. So it's the problem that we have when we're working slow, because we hear every single thing. But if you're playing faster, it kind of fades. It's not that it's any different in a different part or anything. It's just that you already know the movement of the hands. You're not thinking the movement, okay? And right now I'm still thinking a lot because I don't know my passages that well. Okay. D section will not be very hard because it's the theme. With some differences, but not many. And then E. That's different, but not hard. At least doesn't seem as hard. And magnificent F is the same. And then we're G is different, and then F is just silly. Should be a B flat, but it's not. Okay. So in terms of difficulty, I would say C is the hardest part so far. And of course, all of the pace, because this is insanely fast, right? And I'm not even playing at pace. So you need I would need to practice this fast, which I haven't. All right, I'll be seeing you probably next week. Bye bye.